Peace, peace, peace. Greetings to all. Um, give honor to Source, the Most High, the Creator. Got something on my nose, but to the ancestors known and unknown, I got to get this message out. I just want to say, most important, shout out to you for your resilience, for your consistency. Just want to bring a little encouraging message here because there's a major shift and split, or almost in the sense of like a celebratory moment, as well as like an ending and coming into a new beginning. What am I speaking about? A lot of us right now are experiencing for the first time, or for some probably not the first time, but a very emotional shift right now, karmically, and preparing us for like another path that is very unknown and unfamiliar. I'm gonna get this shit out. And what I mean by that is like a lot of us who grew up on certain holidays or certain celebrations, it's very challenging and different for a lot of us right now. It can be difficult for some, emotional for a lot, and more so, a lot of emotion centered around this. People who are finding out like the truth about certain things that have been celebrated, the ritualistic behavior behind it, the connection. For those of you, and this is not to discredit what people support because everything serves its purpose. I kind of knew that coming into my shift, coming more into who I am, diving more deep into my own spirituality, that it was going to reveal much more about what I celebrated, who I celebrated with, or what I honored and respected. So this is a message to you all. It's like, it's not telling anyone what to do, how to go about your celebrations, but it's a major shift because a lot of emotions can come up centered around this because we, and some of us have been in a pattern so long and not realizing the dysfunctionality behind it, the real true story around why people celebrate certain things. So with that being said, a lot of us, it could be, like I said, it can be very different for a lot of us right now. I'm trying to get this sun because it feels so good. It can be very challenging for a lot of us right now because a lot of emotions, a lot of things are coming up around these moments where we're used to being in a certain crowd, in a certain environment. But the truth is like we know that no longer resonates with us. A lot of you that are healers or have gone through a lot of things, having been in these places where you just know like you don't fit into what the norm of what celebrating certain things are. And it's deep. It's not a truth that everyone wants to accept. It's not a reality everyone has to accept. But the reality of it is that are you being authentic with yourself? So I do feel like a part of what is happening and the purging of the old and the old narrative and the old world, and a lot of us who are choosing to do better and bring more awareness around what we give our energy to, is help shifting the paradigm, it's help shifting the collective, it's help bringing more awareness and being more intentional, other than trying to unconsciously celebrate something that really we know that truly doesn't resonate with our being and with our essence. There's many truths or many things around this certain particular holiday or whatever people say. And, I know mainly I myself, gone through the journey of not eating meat anymore. That was a huge challenge for a lot of us because, we're talking about certain holidays or certain events where there's mostly meat. And again, I'm going through a lot of reflecting. I know a lot of us are collectively are going through a lot of reflecting because a lot of us are preparing to relocate, to reposition ourselves. A lot of things, our journey is under review right now. We're reflecting on a lot, whether relationships, connections, with that which resonated at one point in time and which no longer resonates. So it's a very transitional moment right now that looks different for everyone, and more so, it also it's like giving birth to something new. So for me, I know certain things that were celebrated or was so much centered around. Now looking at the underlining was centered around dysfunctionality. There were fun moments, but a lot of things I just couldn't resonate with no more because, the overindulging, and not only just the foods, but the drinking and, just certain things, the pattern just looked so similar to where I just could not, see myself, getting back or doing those same things again. And, I had to express to my partner because a lot of things around that is that we have been in this narrative or buying into this narrative for so long that we don't think that there's nothing else we can do outside of just trying to fit into societal standards or, be somewhere where we know we're not celebrated or appreciated or honored and even know what we're really celebrating. And shout out to you and all of you that are making the best of it, choosing to make the best of it. Those of you that still are celebrating in a way to where your presence is needed. Like I said, this isn't a judgment call. I just want to come here and encourage those who, all of us who are going through these shifts to where it's like, it's okay to feel your emotions. And it's okay for these things to come up. It's okay for you to respectfully choose peace, choose to be to yourself, choose to be and celebrate every day, every moment, like it was a holiday or like it was a birthday or a solar return. Make it intentional. So again, it's not as challenging as I thought it was going to be. Has it crossed my mind? Yes, because, usually I'll be like, oh man, I need to, get my favorite fit, or I need to go over here and try, and where I was, and try to impress or trying to show up and make the best of these experiences. And in reality, it's like, I just couldn't do it because that the wounding, the thing about what I felt centered around what I used to experience is like the dysfunctionality of brushing stuff up under the rug and then people drinking it away on a certain day, or people forcing themselves, gorging themselves with a lot of stuff. And I was telling myself, is this really a celebration? Are we really enjoying ourselves? See people cook all this stuff and, then learning the backstory to a lot of it. And I'm just like, whoa. And like I said, it's just not something that I would choose a particular day. Whether people want to switch it and call it what they call it Indigenous Day, I'm like you can't possibly give someone a day or give someone something and be like, oh, we should just celebrate this instead of it. To each his own. But a lot of, again, what I'm reflecting on, which a lot of us probably are, is the importance of how intentional this is to really, I feel, really to celebrate more of my own journey and really be around those who really appreciate and love me in a way to where it's like I am accepted, I am received, I am embraced. And to those of you that, again, whether you're alone or whether you can or cannot, celebrate or whatever, just reflect on what you have and, you know, what to be grateful for, you know, because again, it looks different for everyone. And make the best of it. Make it count. Like I said, it's a shift that is almost like a grieving process, but it's almost like the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Because a lot of what we're preparing for does not look nothing like the old world. Like, you don't even see a lot of people. Like, I had no idea what a certain day was until, you know, you're going somewhere to the store or somewhere, you see the signs, and I'm like, it literally does not even resonate. It literally, I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, and then I used to be like, oh my God, this all the stuff I used to eat. Like I said, to each his own, but I'm not gonna fake it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna fake celebrate or go where I'm not appreciated or invited. That's another thing. It's like going where you're not invited or celebrated or appreciated. Those times are changing. That was one of the most challenging things for me in these past couple of, you know, years and coming into my own awareness of things, is that I had to learn to accept not to go where I'm not invited, and go where I am accepted and embraced and celebrated, and not just because of what the event or what certain things are happening. It's just learning to really step into the power of being your authentic self. And I ain't gonna sit there and pretend around. Yeah, it's challenging because it's as much as you want to be somewhere, you know what's kind of best for your peace. And then it's about creating more memories now that really are intentional and memorable and genuine. So just know, whoever's out there, you're not the only one. Keep on loving yourself. Keep on celebrating. Keep on living your truth. Keep on being authentic. And there are others that will be guided to you. You know, I don't know how that rhymes, but there will be others that will be guided to your tribe. So peace and blessing to you all. Shalom.